Okay, more on piecewise functions. Now, take a look at question 5 here, okay? This is saying, right, I am going to use this equation for when x is less than 0 and equal to. I'm going to use this equation when x's are between 0 and 3, and this equation for when x's are greater than 3. So if I look at this, this is saying f of 4, this is saying x is 4, okay? Well, can you see I'll be using this bottom equation because this is for when x's are greater than 3 and 4 is greater than 3. So if I put 4 into the equation, there's only one place to put it, the answer's 4, okay? Right, if I have 0, which one shall I use? But use the first one because that's inclusive of 0. X is less than and equal to 0, okay? So I'm going to stick 0 right here where the x is. 3 times 0 is 0, plus 6 is 6, okay? So I put x equals 0 into the first equation, I came out with 6. Finally, when x is 2, can you see I'll be using this middle equation because that's between 0 and 3, and 2 is between 0 and 3. If I put 2 right here, 3 times 2 is 6, 6 take away 6 is 0. And that's it. Those are the 3 answers for those 3 situations. Okay? Let's have a look at this one then. Okay, this only has 2. Can you see this equation is for when x's are less than 2, and this one is for when x's are greater than 2 and equal to 2. Okay? So, here we go. When x is 4, when x is 4, okay, I'll be using this second one, okay, because that's greater than 2. 2 times 4 is 8, take away 3 is 5, okay. When x is 0, I'll be using the first equation, because 0 is less than 2. So put 0 here, 0 plus 4 is 4. Oops, 4. Finally, when x is 2, can you see, I'm going to use the second equation because this one has the equal sign. So when x is greater than and equal to 2, so I've got to use the second equation. Well, again, 2 times 2 is 4, take away 3, I'll get 1, okay? So again, you've got to decide which one of the equations you are going to put the x value into. Okay, finally, graphing this. Now, this is where kind of students kind of struggle a little bit. I'm going to just circle this, look at this. You're going to do a line when x is less than 2, and a line when x is greater than or equal to 2, and this is kind of what we're doing over here in the previous video. So, here we go. For the first equation, this only involves when x's are less than 2. Now I'm going to draw a dotted line at x equals 2, okay? X equals 2. In other words, one of these lines will be this side, the other line will be that side, okay? So negative x plus 4 means it has a y-intercept of 4 and a slope of negative 1. There we go, down here, there's my 4. A slope of negative 1 is going to go down here, and I'm going to stop right there and put an open dot because remember, I cannot go any further. This is just for less than 2. In other words, the left-hand side of that x equals 2 line. The second equation is for when x's are greater than 2. In other words, on the right-hand side. So 2x minus 3. Now again, normally I would have to put a y-intercept of negative 3, okay? And a slope of 2, which means go up 2, over 1, so I'll put a little dot there, up 2 over 1. Now I'm going to put a solid dot there, okay? And again, go up 2 over 1, up 2 over 1, and that, folks, will be the line for 2x minus 3 when x are greater than 2. In other words, I'm going to get my eraser out, remember, and get rid of all this stuff here. I cannot have anything to the left-hand side. And that, right there, is the graph of this piecewise function, okay? Not easy, but can you just see, you're just drawing 2 straight lines, one on the right-hand side of the x equals 2 line, one on the left-hand side of the x equals 2 line, okay?